Hey, this is Alex Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. I am so sorry that we're a few minutes late. I had a little disaster. Not too bad. We fixed it. I wish I put that on Marco Polo and I could have sent it out to everybody and they could have watched it. That would have been funny. But today we're going to be reviewing. Before we review, I got Mr. Drunken One, which second time. This is the first time in a while. Second round. Mr.
Yeah.
Beerman and Mr. Bumpy Road. And today we're going to be reviewing guacamole or anything, That's what we got. It's a squish thing because of the fact that what happened. Okay. But yeah.
Don't sit on your guac.
Yeah. So we're doing chips. We're doing whatever you're doing with the guacamole and stuff like that. Or so it's whatever you want. So let's get the legendary Drunken One ready. Let's see here. Bam. Bam.
Oh, all right. Hey, what's up, Alex? Yeah, I was trying to get the chat up on the other thing. I guess the
Go ahead.
wife and kids got the internet. No, are you good? You're good. Cheers, Alex. Thanks for having me. I guess I'll start out with the beer. This one was sent from Chatty-O. I figured it'd go pretty good with what we're doing today. This is the Dayboard Lager. 110 calories, if that's any interest to you. Obviously, it's a lager. It's a 4.5%. And it comes from the Dry Dock Brewing Company from Aurora, Colorado, which is right up in their area. I think they live in that same town. So we'll crack it open and get a pour on it. Oh, that didn't work. Tried to open it, and it didn't open properly. Anyway, I'll get back to that here in a second. Maybe I can try it now. Oh, shit, sorry to slow you down. We will survive! Hey! Stab it with a fork. Okay, here we go. I got into it. And the pour was up looking like a lager. Wow, that is really clear, even for a lager. All right, quite iridescent, as you're seeing. All those little teeny bubbles screaming around in there. Woo-woo! They're happy little bubbles, and they're all headed to the top. All right. Okay, get a lager, and then, I had intentions of going to the Mexican restaurant around the corner, right beside a gas station. I get there, I guess they closed down permanently. And so I was going to go to another restaurant, but I had to backtrack through traffic. Anyway, I made my own. I got a couple of avocados. I got an onion and a couple of tomatoes. See if I can get to the presentation on it. The red color on the top. The jalapeno that I put in there, it wasn't very hot at all. I mean, not at all. So there's the dried red peppers on there are ones from last year's garden at the old place. So that should give it a little bit of spice. And so we'll check it out. Yeah, I put lemon juice in there because we didn't have lime juice. Onion, tomato, salt, and pepper, and a little bit of lemon juice because that's what helps it from going brown. Anyway, thanks for having me, and I can't wait to dig into my homemade guacamole.
Nice.
Right.
That looks really good.
Okay. I think it's the legendary Bumpy next, I think.
There we go.
Blur revision.
Okay.
And the beer.
All right. Well, the beer that I'm bringing is from KCBC, which is the Kings County Brewers Collective. They're out of Brooklyn, New York. This is their Janiac Maniac Pilsner. It's a German-style Pilsner. The hops that they throw in this one are Magnum, Sapphire, and Tettnang. 5.2% ABV. That's the can art on it, too. They do.
That's cool. That's
Nice
awesome.
comic book style can art on all their stuff, so pretty cool. My can opened all the way up.
Right.
Pour this into a dirty glass, pre-used glass. It's got the very tight white bubbled head. It is clear, nice straw yellow. It's probably got a haze because I had Bass Pale Ale in this glass before. So that's that. The guacamole I'm bringing is from Cabo Fresh brand. It's a lime jalapeno guacamole.
Right.
Haven't opened it yet, but that's what it kind of looks like. After I take off that film, it will allow me to dig in. But looks
Right.
nice. And the chips that I'm bringing with it are I don't know what kind of chips. They're tortilla chips, but what is it? Tortillas.
Right.
Dipping chips, and this one's Brazilian lime. So
I like the way they spell tortillas. Tortillas.
Tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
all right, well, cheers.
Cheers, my brother.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on, Bumpy. I appreciate
Oh
you.
yeah.
All right. I think it's a legendary beer man.
Oh, we're all blurry tonight, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with that? All right. So I got one from a local one from here from Hood River, Oregon. Sorry, I haven't eaten all day, so I'm all like jittery today. All right, so I got a bright pale ale from Frame Brewing. Some of you guys have had their IPA. Yeah, so it's a 5%. I don't know if it's American, English, whatever, but it just says a bright pale ale. So let's open it up. It was bottled 4/16/21.
Almost 420.
Right? That's awesome. It's nice and light and crisp. It looks like a blonde or a lager, some magic lager or something. Kind of a lemon color to it. Fast rising bubbles. Very nice. Smells a little lemony. Actually, that would go really well with this. All right, so I went fucking crazy. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
But telling how the crackers I'm using on this display I'm going to show you in a sec is pita crackers with Mediterranean herb, and then Sabra's. You guys get Sabra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guacamole, yeah. And I'll show you like the bulk of it. It's just like their regular one. No spice or anything. I didn't want to get diarrhea in the morning. But from this I made though. So this is these are I went a little extra because I needed to eat. I haven't had anything, so like I said, I'm hungry. So I have the crackers around there, and then you can dip them. These are those cheese curds with the little jalapeno slice with all the seeds taken out. I just wanted the flavor with some cocktail sauce. And then these are tuna melt balls. So it's like they're like they're kind of like what do you call those things? The crab cakes, but a tuna cake.
Oh, right.
It's really interesting. And I threw those curds in with a piece of the jalapeno and cocktail sauce and let it melt in there for the last little bit. They're kind of crunchy. They're all breaded, but we will show that for sure. Yeah. Cheers, man.
Yeah. All right. That's just me. Again, my guacamole's already open. Gotta have fun with it. You gotta have fun. That's what happens when, it was weird. I put it down to do something, to put the table up, and then I forgot it was the bag and chips were there, and disaster. It was. But I also, this guacamole is actually from Whole Foods. And I also got the Whole Foods chips. They're good. I actually had, these are the original like tortilla chips. And then there's the cinnamon ones and all that good stuff. I don't know if it's going to be good with the sour, but we'll find out.
Sour, huh? Oh, okay. Interesting.
It is interesting, isn't it? Let's see. Pour this up. That smells good. Oh yeah, this is a black cherry, extra sour warheads. So I think I heard John say or Bumpy say that the green one is the strongest one. I think I have the last one. So that smells good. It smells like a cherry, just like anything. But I'm gonna dig into mine and stuff like that after everybody. So let's nice frothy head. So let's get the legendary drunken one. That was-
Already, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Wow, we only got three people.
Mhm.
Quicker, my brother.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I was digging in. Man, that stuff's really good.
Well, go ahead.
See better now. The color to it. I've already knocked out the other half. Woo-hoo. Anyway, excuse me.
That's okay.
So yes, it's very good. Like I said, I made it up myself. If I had to do it again, which I probably will, and I have before, but I probably cut the onions a little bit smaller because they're a little bigger chunks than I like. But I really like onions, so I mean, doesn't make me mad. It's all good. The flavor is awesome. So just got just enough salt. The avocado is creamy and tastes like avocado. The jalapenos they have a crunch and the flavor of jalapeno, but they were just so lacking the heat. You know, any other time I'd pick up a jalapeno, I'd probably find the hottest one in the bunch, and it might be a little much. But no, I put that whole big jalapeno in there, and it just wasn't enough. It's very good, very good. The dried red peppers sure brings out the heat. I'm glad I had those on hand. And I hadn't even messed with this, to be honest. I was packing down the guacamole. So got about a half finger head, still streaming bubbles. So that's cool. And yeah, smells like a lager. Blonde type malts. Not dark malts, obviously. Smells clean and crisp. Yeah, it smells like a lager. Cheers, thanks to Chatio for sending this one to me. 4.5 Dry Dock Brewing Day Board Lager. I figured that was probably going to be better than just a regular old Bush beer, so that's why I did that one.
True.
Right, here we go. Cheers.
You got a little bit crafty beer, and then you also have the crafty, your own personal guacamole. So that's freaking amazing. So
This is really good. It's kind of medium bodied, light to medium bodied, quite refreshing. Easy to drink. It doesn't seem too thin or whatever. Let's see what it holds. Looks like it's going to hold a little lacing on the side there after I make it further through. Yeah, this is very approachable. It's a lot like a normal old macro beer, but obviously much better tasting. But this is non-offensive. Anybody can drink this, really. If you like lagers, or pilsners, I guess they are quite a bit different, aren't they? Cheers.
yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Yeah, very approachable. I could drink a bunch of those. Thank you again, Chatio. Oh yeah, and we're doing a pairing thing, right? All right. So putting them together. I'll try not to get all the veggies in this nice little chip. That might not be chewing for the next 10 minutes. It's really good stuff, man. Of course, guacamole never looks awesome, but it's good. I don't want to mess up my camera. All right. But that. This day we're lager. Yeah, man. Hand in hand. All day long. I can't get these here. I could have some more scent, maybe. It's very good. It works really well with the guacamole. They pair well. I don't know how to split it. Expect a very high score. Very pleased with it. I drink the shit out of these, depending on the price and availability also, but obviously, I drink the shit out of these. Very good beer. That's what I got.
I mean, even if it's a craft beer because it's from a craft beer brewery, even though, yeah. Because as far as I know, that's only in that state. It's not anywhere else.
Right. Are we going back around for the numbers, or?
Yes. All right,
Okay,
so
right.
let's get the legendary
Stall out a
bump.
little bit. Right. We haven't been on that long.
So for this Pilsner here from KCBC, it's got a little bit of a light bread aroma from the malt, Pilsner malt that's being used, slightly kind of crackery. And the hops kind of give off a bit of a spiciness and kind of a citrus, almost like lemon type aroma. A little bit floral as well. But cheers.
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 That's really nice.
Yeah, light, crisp, good higher side medium carbonation to it. It's a little bit like that light bread note, kind of crackery once again. hops still doing the same thing on the palate. It's kind of spicy with this kind of citrusy lemon and slightly floral flavor. This one's a bit more on that kind of citrusy lemon note than you'd probably find out of most Germanic style pilsners. But yeah, an interesting twist on an American brewery doing a German style pilsner. So tasty enough. Hops come through nice. The guacamole. Smell that. You get the jalapeno in there. A little bit of that lime as well. So it's got a good smell to it. Let's get some of these lime tortilla chips. They have that dusting, that kind of like salty dusting that they put on. So they do kind of leave a little residue on your fingers. But they got some flavor to them themselves. By getting this guac on here.
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Oh, sounds good.
There's lime coming off the chip, but there's plenty of lime flavor coming out of that guacamole as well. You get the lime. Jalapenos not really coming through. There's not really much heat out of this one so far. Anyways, off the first bite. Yeah, I would say it definitely needs some more spice to this guac.
Mm-hmm.
But you can at least smell the jalapeno. But the lime is definitely dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of a spiciness to it, but not like what I'd be hoping for.
Maybe you eat a few of them that you finally get enough in yourself.
Most likely,
Yeah,
'cause
probably.
Maybe they add up.
the taste changes each time you eat it, and then
Maybe it'll come around.
Yeah, might start to build a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I was very disappointed in my jalapeno. It just didn't bring anything. It brought flavor, but no heat. Okay.
Well, if you want heat, why don't you throw some of that special?
The pepper butter in there, huh? Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
And the pilsner goes well with this with the chips and the guac because it follows suit with that kind of very citrus and kind of lemon like. Even though these are lime, it's more like lemon out of the beer, but that kind of citrusiness and stuff, and the little bit of spice out of the hops, it all works well with the chips and guac. So we got a score for the beer and this guacamole when it comes back around.
All right. Thank you, my brother.
Nice, man.
So let's let the legendary beer man go.
All right.
How about?
What is up? It's really humid in here or something. Cool, man. That sounded good. That sounded really good with the lime chips. All right. Cool. Let's get to this. Let's go to the nose. Man, this is very citrusy lemon. I can't swirl it. Let me see if I can. It's kind of it's just got that breadiness, kind of a bready, lemon, spicy kind of, it's got a little bit of a hoppy kick. It actually smells more like an American style pale. It's very low and sessionable, 5%. Yeah, pretty much it. I mean, lemon, there's even a little like green apple in there.
Ooh, so you got some lemon?
Yeah, there's lemon. There's definitely lemon. Lemon, even, like the green apple I'm getting, lemon. I don't know what the green apple's all about, but
I wonder if it has green apple in it. Or
I don't know. So it's a yellow beer. It's hay colored. It's clear. It's a little bit dirty clear, but it's nice. Fast rising bubble. I could see through. It just look a little warped but I can see you. Cool. White head. Foamy, nice retention, looks really spritey and alive. I want to drink it now. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
cheers.
Dry finish, nice, like a medium fast finish, dry finish. Lemon's the first thing. Lemon, a little herbal, lemon, bready, a little slight grainy. There's a lot of grainy in this actually. It's a bit of a grainy thing going on, but it's not bad. It actually works well with the hops. It's kind of got a more milder hop bitterness. But it does have that citrus kick. I don't know, man. I'm thinking American here, but anyway, it's not bad. Pretty good. Citrusy, herbal. It's watery. It's easy to drink, drinkable. Crisp. I like it. So yeah, I already set aside this, but let me break apart one of these. Even I didn't know what the heck you wanted me to bring, so I just brought whatever. But that's that tuna in the center, and I took some of it apart and put it on a chip. But let's get let's get the chip first, though. It was a ingredient or a recipe I got online. Let's get these in here. Yeah, pita chips with Mediterranean herb. Went really good with the tuna, actually. All right, those are really good. Salty, mushy, meaty avocado. Nice citrus zest. Salty. Nice. This is a regular one, doesn't have the pepper in it. No. Let's throw a freaking piece of pepper on there with that crab cake or tuna cake. And the tuna cake, or whatever you call it. And get a bit of avocado. It didn't work. Man. Good, man. Oh, so good. The tuna. There's a little spice from that jalapeno, and from the sauce I put on. The cocktail sauce has that what do you call it? Wasabi stuff or that root. What's it called? What are they using that shit? I forgot. But it's spicy too. It's nice. Nice. That Vampire Slayer curd goes real well with that. That buttered. It was a garlic bread. Oh my god. Good now. Good. Well, that breaks it down. Well, it breaks it down a lot of the buttery, a lot of the heat, a lot of the garlic, like everything kind of the garlic mixes really well with the pale and the citrus. The tuna mixes really well with the beer as it has kind of a citrus kick to it as well. The avocado, more than anything, since that's the subject, is very good. It actually is that meatiness, the texture really worked well. That vegetal meaty kind of awesome saltiness was just really perfect with the tuna. It was really nice. And there's a lot of cheese in this tuna too. So there's a lot of like cheddar and Mexican cheeses and stuff like that mixed into it. Now it's in my second chin. And we'll go from there and do some sit-ups tomorrow. But
all right.
Very good. Cheers.
All right. So, man, let's see if this kind of smells like a cherry, like like grape juice or something, like a cherry juice. Like punch. That smells really good. I guess these warheads are supposed to be based off of, the candies, but I guess the candies were more sour than the beer. So I don't know. I've never had it. Let's give this a shot, shall we? Cheers.
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 Mr. Beer Master, sir.
Not too bad. I mean, has a little bit of cherry. Let's see how much sour is there. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a little bit of dryness, but there's no sour. Weird. Oh, you know what? It's sour when you first drink it a little bit, but I was thinking it'd be sour to the point that it'd be puckering my cheeks. You know what I mean? That's what you'd think, but it's not. It has that little bite to it, cherry with it. After it goes down, it's not sour anymore. I don't think it's like again. It's not like the candies. The candies, I believe, are probably more sour than the beer. That's what I heard.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah. So the beer is good so far. I like the cherry. I like the sourness to it. It has that great sweetness as well. Surprised there's no guacamole all over the bag of chips.
Oops.
No, I'm saying I'm surprised. It's not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
lucky for me, nothing. I've had guacamole before a long time ago.
Well, that's
I love these chips. These are good. They're Whole Foods. So I'm going to put this right in front of me here. Gotta clean the mess up before I close it up, though.
crunchy.
Very good. There's a little bit of saltiness,
Mm-hmm.
like you're supposed to, because there's saltiness in the guacamole. Sorry about itching my nose. I have a little itch. Forgive me on that. But ooh, as you're eating it, it has that little spice to it too. That little pepper spice, like it's supposed to. A little bit. Let's see. The second bite, there's a little bit more salt in there. Very good. A little bit more kick to it. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I ate that. Good stuff. As my aunt said, it's the best from Whole Foods, and I think it is. At least, but then I'd have to see for myself if it really is the best. If I did a side by side of some other company's guacamole, good so far.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing on Whole Foods. Let's see what this tastes like with this.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Chasers.
All right.
Mm.
A sour and guacamole. Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, it tastes good with it because it has cherry in it. I think if it didn't, it'd probably be nasty.
Hmm.
But because it has that cherry in it, that fits really well.
Okay. Sounds all right, I guess. I wonder if some of the oiliness of the guacamole is kind of like taming down the sourness of the beer, maybe.
I think so. That's a possibility.
Yeah. You said it didn't seem so sour, so.
No, it wasn't seem sour before either. It just has that little sour bite to it.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, yeah. After you swallow, it goes well with the guacamole. It gets rid of that saltiness.
All right.
A little bit of dryness, but I'm trying my best to tell you. Yeah, not too bad. It's pretty well with the guacamole.
Nice.
The rating on the guacamole, I'll give a rating. I'll give the beer. I'll give it. I don't know if I'll do it all together. We'll see. And let's hope the legendary Bumpy Road
Uh-uh.
It should be the legendary
Me,
drunken.
me.
All right.
That was second.
Bam.
The other me. All right. Wow, that was a great combination. These are the chips I got. They had the other ones up there, but I figured this looked like the most authentic and cheapest, to be honest. But yeah, these are really good, just like what you'd expect from a corn chip or corn tortilla chips. Man, it worked out real good. Yeah, I've had lots of guacamole. I love guacamole. Usually I get the chunky style. I just go to some of these like Mexican restaurants for lunch or brunch or whatever and have a margarita and get that guacamole and shoot, that's all I'll eat, you know. You gotta watch where you ask for the big order because man, they'll come out with one about the size of your plate just piled with it. So I usually get the smaller order and sometimes it has enough to take home. Anyway, really digging it. I think I did a really good job putting it together. I could have cut the onions a little bit finer, but that's not a bad thing. I like the crunch that the onions have. And they really say if you're going to make your own that you're supposed to soak the onions. It gets rid of that sulfur flavor a bit. You're supposed to soak your onions and pat them dry. But I was in a rush to do this to be on time here. Anyway, it turned out really good, those and that. And then look at the lacing on this for a little 4.5% lager. This sucker is holding its own. A really, really good beer. I'm glad he sent it to me. I'll get out of focus now. Really good beer, very, very quaffable, right? I've got the word. They go well together. They go really well together. I think I could do that guacamole again in the same manner that I did today, and so I know that's pretty consistent. I give that a 97. All it was really lacking, which I didn't think about when I was there, is a cilantro. And either you like it or you don't when it comes to cilantro, but that brings on the Mexican flavor, or it brings on the Sobe flavor. It depends on who you are, I guess. Anyway, so what to say, 97 for the guacamole. This is, I'll give us a 97 too. I mean, it's for what it is, it's a very good representation of a lager. I could drink the spit out of them, just a bunch of them. So I guess in total, we'll just call it a 97 between the both. I think they paired excellent. It worked. I'm glad I put the little red peppers in there because that little jalapeno just didn't bring the heat, you know. But no, awesome pairing and really good food and drinks. We're gonna do shout outs this time.
Next time around.
All right, cool. 97 for me on the chips and beer. I mean the guacamole and beer.
All right.
Back. There you go. Nailed it.
All right. Well, the chat's been having some fun with guac tonight, so
yeah,
I can chime in too. You're a bum, Guacky. A bum.
Yes, I am a bum guac.
Got it. The beer. I'm gonna say this is a Pilsner for IPA drinkers. It's a bit hoppier than most Pilsners you're gonna come across. A bit more bitter, but yeah, the hop flavors come through very nice, and it still tastes like a Pilsner for the most part. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give it a 95 out of 100. The guac, I'm a little bit disappointed in this one. I did have another one from this company. I'll buy some other ones. They have like 4 or 5 different flavors, but I had the Fiesta blend before, and that one actually had more spice than this did. It was almost, the Fiesta blend was more like a traditional almost type guac, but it just had some extra spice. This one is really, really lacking in the jalapeno flavor. Not really there. Right. It's in the aroma, but not in the taste. And there's like no spice. It's very, very limited on any spiciness. And then there's the lime, I think, is maybe a bit too much. It's almost like having guac on a chip and then taking a lime and squeezing it. That's the same.
Right, a little much, yeah.
Chip. So it is a little bit much on the lime, I think. So I'm gonna give this guacamole a 91 out of 100. I know that they can do better because I've had the other one from them that was better than this. I'd like to try their spicy though, see how hot they can get it. They do have a spicy one out there, and I just say that it works well together. I mean, kind of like what Dio was trying to do or thinking about was like at first he was thinking Mexican cerveza. I mean, right. That's kind of what you're gonna drink if you go to a Mexican restaurant and you get some guacamole and some chips. You're gonna probably have unless you're drinking margaritas and stuff like that, but probably have a Pilsner or Vienna lager or something in that sort. So it did definitely work together.
Dos Equis, Corona, Modelo. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Soul.
Soul, right. Pacifico. There's lots of them.
Soul, yeah.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Cheers, Eddie.
Put my guac away.
All right.
I'm going to have to wait on the rest of mine.
All right. So, I guess it's legendary beer man's turn.
No commotion.
Ah,
All right.
There he is.
Hey, what's up? So this the beer was just real nice. You know, it was real soft and sweet. Had a nice smooth kind of citrusy feel to it. I looked it up. It is an American pale. I would have this definitely cold as could be. You know, like 40, right out, or 35, 40 or something, right out of the freaking cold ass tap. But would be delightful because this is a real nice summer cool down beer. Scored this at a 93, kept it on the minimal A out of 100. Now, like the food, the chips were awesome. They were a little hard to chew, but because I only have so many teeth, if only I had a brain too. But these pita chips are very hard to chew, but they're very good. They had a nice little seasoning over the top of them with that Mediterranean kind of spice season, kind of like weird. I don't know, like you could eat these with Clamato olives in like a nice Greek dish or something. Very nice. So I really liked them. I scored those at a 94 just because they were hard to chew, but still in the A range. I mean, still good. Pita, you let those soak in your mouth, they get a little softer. So
Did Bearman just say hard pita?
hard. I'm glad I didn't say hard Pete though, because that would be bad in Spanish. But the tuna balls were good. I'm not trying to put too many foods in here, but tuna balls were pretty good. Got them off a Google recipe, Googled it. I'm not gonna score them. They were just good. I liked them. It's a good meal. I'm getting full off a couple of them, so it's nice with the jalapeno and the other horseradish. That was the name of the what I was trying to say. Horseradish in that shrimp sauce or whatever. But yeah, good stuff, and it went really well. It was a good topping. If you break it apart, you get that like thick, meaty tuna out of there and stuff, and add all these other seasonings in there as well, garlic and onion powder and pepper and salt, and you know I put mustard in there and cheese, just crazy. So, but it was really good, man. It was really good. But together, the chips, tuna ball, this, that, perfectly. It went well with the beer. I scored it a 98 out of 100. It was great because it was soft and smooth. I wish it was a little sharper, but that didn't degrade. That didn't take the score down any. You know, it was nice. It still worked as it should. Especially for an American pale, which I think are a little more hoppy. You know, they're hoppier, obviously, a little more kickier on that side, which breaks down the butters and the fats and stuff better. And this was really nice. So, 98 out of 100. Very pleased with that score.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cheers, man.
Cheers.
all right.
Yeah, it worked well.
Yeah.
Well,
And there's this guy.
this stuff's good. Chips are very good. The beer, I like it very much.
How's your butt walk?
It's good.
It's kind of the time coming out, isn't it?
I'm very sorry that what happened. That was just weird. I was talking and I sat down and bam.
You sat in your guacamole,
Oh man.
I had to put some soap in my chair because water and soap because I wasn't going to sit in a dirty chair. So that's what I did there. Cleaned it before I got started going live.
That's why we were a couple minutes late, is all.
Yeah.
I was trying to eat it from the other end. That's not the way you use guacamole.
Oh, yeah. But you know, I'll tell you, you get those days. I don't know. But the beer, obviously, taste the beer again. I'll give this beer 90 and 95 or something because it has a great, great cherry taste. I like that. Maybe I'll give it a 90. I'll give it a 90. It's good. Very tasty. The guacamole, I'll give it a 95. It has great flavor and stuff like that. I like it. It fits well with the beer because it obviously it drinks down the salt and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. I mean, the beer is good. The beer, like I said, the beer's 90. The guacamole, I'll give it 95, and it's very tasty. If you can get Warheads, please do.
Sure.
Or try with the candy.
Interesting.
What?
Say it looks interesting. I would try that.
I mean, Johnny Boy's already tried it. He's already reviewed all of them. Like I said, Johnny Boy said, I think the green apple was the sourest one. Now, I only have that one left, so we'll see. But he's probably right. But that's what Johnny Boy's probably going to be right on. Again, though, I mean, you have to remember, Johnny Boy ate these candies back when he was a kid. I don't believe I did eat them because I didn't like sours. I like no, I don't. I mean, and I'm not talking about beer because obviously I was a kid. I'm talking about like sours, like in general. It's just, so had to be like sweet because I like sweet stuff like orange juice or sweet orange. So yeah, so the beer is good. The beer is very good. So I'm gonna do my shout out afterwards after everybody else, and that is that. So get the guacamole if you have a Whole Foods around your area, or any guacamole, and give it a shot. Mean jelly beans.
So yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get the legendary drunken one back.
Some shout outs and final things or whatever. Yeah, the avocado was excellent, nice and meaty for a fruit. Or is that that's a fruit? No, it's a vegetable. Fruit.
It's a fruit. It's got one seed.
It's right. It's fruit. Okay.
Yep.
So awesome for being a fruit. It's very very meaty. The oily. I like the oily of it. Yeah, really good stuff. I'm glad I made it. As for shout outs, I'm gonna pat my own back. I will work on my tomorrow appointment canceled out on me. They flaked out on me. So I'll have all day tomorrow to work on the next part of the Boston video. So look out for that tomorrow evening or something, depending on how fast I can get it up together, get it all put together. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for having me. I'm sure everybody else will shout out their own bits, their own channels, or their other people. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Alex. Another great show, sir. Great show. Short and sweet, right? That's what she said. Short and sweet.
All right. I said it's a fruit because there's one seed, but that's not true. Seeds can be in throughout fruits. I think it's something about where the seeds are placed.
It's a fruit, right? Yeah, it's a fruit, right?
Yeah.
Right. Not a vegetable. Yeah.
I started thinking about cucumbers, and they got seeds all throughout. And you got watermelon, there's seeds all throughout, but it's all in them. inside the fruit. Yeah, shout outs. We got After Dark Beers on Sunday. Just bring a dark beer, everybody's welcome up on panel for that show, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Multi Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It is Belgian Pale Ale. So bring a Belgian Pale Ale of some sort. I did put a video out in the description. There's a link to Beer Advocate. Brings you right to the Belgian Pale Ale profile, which will give you all the listings, or a lot of them. I can't say it's all of them, but there's a lot of them for different breweries and different beers that meet that criteria. So bring that style along, and you're welcome on panel. Just that.
You know, check that.
Normal, rational human being.
Oh my God.
Get choked up about this.
Don't choke on your guac. Don't sit on your guac.
Yeah, well, again, I don't know. Next time I'll make sure I don't put it on my seat. Make sure I put it nowhere near me at that moment.
Yeah, don't put when you have the corn on the cob there next week. Don't sit on.
Oh yeah, don't sit on especially.
Or green pants.
Whoa, where'd the cob go?
Wait a minute. I remember this. I had a first incident last week. Oh,
I already know next week in the chat there's going to be a bunch of corny jokes.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I'm
you know what?
Barbecue for that one.
Like I said, kid at heart. Now I believe most all my YouTube friends are kid at hearts, and you got to keep it up. You got to keep it going.
Yeah, I'm all through.
All right.
Shouting out what I was shouting out. Good to go. Cheers.
Okay, Mr. Beer Man.
Cheers, man. Yeah, Tuesday is just the open table, 8 o'clock Eastern. I'll have a planned one for the one after that though, so stay tuned if you make it for that. And then Wednesday will be any German beers. Keep in mind what yeast we've gone through, see if you can find something different, or if you have the same thing, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Just bring a German beer. And we'll talk about yeast, 6 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, just popping up stuff. You know, I could just throw up stuff. I've been the brewery's coming along, so that's good news. Just insulated the divider wall, the partition wall last night, so that's starting to take effect. But yeah, so good stuff. Yeah, cheers.
All
Thank
right.
Thank you, Alex.
Well,
cheers, everyone.
I'll tell you this much of Mr. Beer Man. It's going to be a while, but I'm really looking forward to trying your beers.
It's gonna happen, dude. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, at some point. We'll do more on the next day. At some point.
You can critique them all you want, and give me an honest review, please.
That's why I'm saying it will be for a while. Maybe I don't know.
It'll be a little while. Yeah, I
gotta get things cooking. You gotta
better at it.
You gotta get your kegs in there and everything else. You know the whole brewery fixings. So looking forward to that. Cheers.
Cheers, Alex. Thank you.
Thank you, Legendary Beer Man, for joining. I appreciate you joining every Friday when you
try.
No, I know if you're not around, it means you're just doing something with your brewery or whatever you normally do, Mr. Beer Man.
Oh yeah.
Either way, you're mostly around anyway. So regardless, I appreciate
I'll make it when I can.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he's not up in this and alligators, he's going to. But the Food Friday, we got corn on the cob and we got beer.
It's definitely a lager kind of beer there, huh? Corn. Right?
I won't be drinking any sours with corn on the cob, but I thought it'd be tasting good with the guacamole. So hey, turns out good because it's a cherry. I don't know what it tastes like if it was apple.
Right.
Probably tastes not so good.
Right. Interesting.
I mean, who knows? You never know, but I'm not going to find that out. So, at least not this time around. Yeah. So, Food Friday with Alex, we're going to have some corn on the cob or whatever you bring with your corn on the cob. I'm just going to say corn on the cob on the stream, but you can bring anything you want with your corn on the cob because it's basically with Legendary Bumpy. It's basically like a dinner for his family or whatever he's making dinner that Friday. So basically, that's what goes on with the Legendary Bumpy.
Yeah, I'm sure the whole family will have corn on the cob that night, and he'll probably do it up on the grill if I know Jesse, which I
Yeah,
know
he's not gonna. I mean, he's not gonna just make one corn on the cob. I mean, come on.
No, definitely could.
I mean, come on.
You say that, but I only made enough guacamole for myself. Yeah.
Well, no, but guacamole is different compared to an actual meal. I mean, guacamole could be a snack for all we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, an appetizer a lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Queso and guacamole. Yeah.
when it comes to the food, it's only fair if the Legendary Bumpy feeds the family as well. Because it's the food, it's the actual meal, not, some snack. So that's what we're doing there. And I don't mean to do a spiel on that, but hey, I'm just saying how I feel in the situation. It's golden. But don't forget Stout Sunday, John and Nellie's channel. If you don't know John and Nellie, just look up Georgia Beer Reviews. Get your stouts on at 10:30 Eastern
A.M.
A.M. in the morning. In the morning. So
bring your favorite stout or porter.
yeah. So yeah, Legendary Johnny Boy will let you come in as long as you have a porter or a stout. Anything else, I don't think he will. I would say no, I don't think he will. So bring your stouts, bring your porters, because as at one point, obviously a porter was a stout and a stout's a porter. So stay tuned for that. All right, and that's it for me, and that's that.
Yeah, man. Well, it's been a great show. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank
Let
you.
me get back to normal here.
Yeah.
Bam. There we go. Well, this is not normal, but okay.
No, that's the right one. You're good.
Okay.
It just looks different because there's so few of us.
Okay. All right. So that's it for Food Friday. We lasted until
Oh, we got it. Yeah, we don't have to milk it for another 6 minutes. But yeah, I think we're done here.
so thank you, chat. Hoping I don't have a disaster like this again. I don't think I will. That was crazy. But I will see you all. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Legendary Bumpy. Thank you, Legendary Beerman. Thank you, Legendary Drunk One.
Right, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
And this is Alex, the Beer Master. And I'll see you all on the next live stream, next video. This is Alex, Beer Master, signing out.
Woo! The only one more. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Cheerios.
See you all next Friday. Cheers.